In this video, I'm going to show you how I legally copy 10K a month faceless YouTube channels with AI tools. Literally everything you need to know. There are literally no excuses anymore to not get started with YouTube automation because we have AI, all right? AI makes our life way easier. Like back then, 2020, when I started with faceless YouTube channels, man, we had to pay like hundreds of dollars for faceless videos or for good videos. And these days, we can pay like $20, $25, $15 for a pretty good video, right? Because we have AI, we don't need to hire a script writer anymore, voiceover artist, a video editor we still though need, and a thumbnail designer I would recommend you. They are good ways to do it without. But today I'll show you guys everything, how to copy 10K a month channels with AI tools. Now, just very quickly, before we get into it, a very quick disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. I'm not a licensed advisor. No results or returns are guaranteed. Always do your own research and consult with a professional before making any financial decisions. Now, before we get started, who am I? I'm Stefan. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars with faceless YouTube channels, and I've helped hundreds of other people do the same thing. For example, here Martins, who have helped to make $31,000 in one single month. Here, a different student, $12,000, and so on. You can literally screenshot this video and just read through these few results that we've gotten. Now, if you're interested in getting similar results, check out the first link in the video description. Book a completely free call with me. We'll have a look if we can get the same results for you. Then we also have a completely free school community. Will be linked in the description as well. Will be the second link. So the channel we're going to copy today, or kind of recreate today, is called History in Pictures. So this channel caught my attention because it's doing really, really well here. 115,000 views, 240,000 views, 85,000 views, 22,000 views. And the videos are very simple to create, right? So we can quickly look at the videos. So I can just show you guys what we're actually going to recreate or rebuild. As you guys can see here.
West. The reality was brutal, dirty, and with... If you want the case files...
So it's just literally a voiceover with images, right? So this is a channel that should be extremely easy to recreate. So what we do is we're going to use mainly ChatGPT for everything, all right? So firstly, we need video ideation. How do we get video topics? So for this, we have a prompt. Guys, I'll post this inside the free school community so you guys can literally go ahead and grab these exact prompts. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this prompt, we're going to paste it into ChatGPT like this. Then what we're going to do is we're actually going to come here to this channel, go to the channel, click here on most popular videos. All right. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of screenshots of the most popular videos. Boom. Then we're just going to paste them inside here. Let's just turn this off. Then we're going to do another screenshot of these videos that were also the most popular videos. Boom. We want to give ChatGPT as much information as just possible about this niche. Then we're going to send this in. Boom. So now pretend you're a YouTube guru and a faceless video channel expert. Write me a prompt to copy this style of videos. I want a perfect ideation model. Write me video ideas based off these outliers that performed well on their channel. Target clickbait and CTR. Write me the expert prompt to give ChatGPT. So now it's actually prompting us a prompt to give to ChatGPT to then, get really good video ideas. So let's just copy all of this. By the way, for everyone, these videos are completely uncut. So if you don't like that, just go to a different channel and watch the videos there. All right. So boom, here we have it, how to use this prompt. Boom. Now we have the prompt here. What we're going to do now is we're just going to take this prompt and paste it into ChatGPT and give it ChatGPT back, right? Now it's actually going to give us video ideas or, channel, not channel ideas, but video ideas, right? Number one here, banned Old West punishments so brutal they were erased from history. Awesome idea. This is something that's 100% going to work, right? Hollywood lied, the brutal truth about stagecoach travel nobody was taught, right? We have a thumbnail hook, we have a curiosity gap, why an outlier, everything. Banned photos of Old West woman history tried to forget. All very, very, very good video ideas, especially if we look here. It's going to be very similar video ideas, right? 20 banned Old West facts. So bizarre, you'll think they're fake, right? Same stuff, same topics. You can literally look at this channel and look at these video ideas. They're very, very similar, but yet unique and new, right? We don't want to just do exactly what this channel is doing. Right, so now we already have our video ideas. So let's say, for example, we want to use this exact topic to kind of create a video about that, all right? So I'll just paste this here because now we get into script writing. We already have our video topic, boom. So now we're gonna use this here, boom. We're gonna copy this, which just says, here's a faceless YouTube automation niche I want to copy. Pretend you're professional scriptwriting genius and guru. These are the best performing videos so we can replicate virality. Using the script I'm going to provide you as a reference prompt, write me a prompt, ChatGPT, to write me a script on this topic. So here, we're just gonna insert our topic, boom. So we're going to take our topic, just insert it here. Make sure it's insanely optimized for AVD and viewer retention and flows the exact same as the reference I'm going to provide you. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to take another screenshot here for the best result. We're just going to add it inside here. Boom. What we're going to do now is we're actually going to get the transcript of this video. So what we can do is we're just going to look up YouTube transcript like this. Probably written wrong anyway. Just look that one, boom, extract transcript. Now we're actually gonna get the whole transcript from this video. Here we have it, copy transcript, and then we just paste it into here, boom. Now we have the transcript and it's gonna give us a prompt for this exact same video. Guys, it's not that difficult to get started with YouTube automation anymore, right? Okay, so it's actually starting to write the transcript, all right? Very quickly, keep in mind if you're interested in working close with me, we'll help you to pick your niche, to build your channel, everything. Check out the first link in the video description, book a completely free one-on-one call with me, and we'll have a look if we can work together or not. So here it's literally writing everything, like the whole, you see here, retention game. It's just crazy what you can do with AI these days, right? Thumbnail style thing, okay, this we don't need too much. Output format, all right. So it's crazy how ChatGPT always changes and also gets better, sometimes worse, better. Many people are complaining about ChatGPT at this current stage, but I feel it's still pretty decent, right? For what we get. A lot of people are also using Google Gemini to write script, or what's it called, Claude. They are all good, right? But I'll just quickly wait for this to complete because I don't want you guys to wait now forever for this whole thing here to complete. All right, so it just completed. Now we literally just take this, we copy it, paste it inside here. It's gonna give us every little small thing, right? What I like to add at the bottom, right? I know that Claude and stuff, you can write everything in once, but what I like to add is write it in segments of 1,000 words, exactly like this, and ask me to continue. Because very often, otherwise it's not gonna write like a long script, and then we'll just say make the script, let's say 4,000 words long, right? We're not going to continue the whole 4,000, but just to show you guys. So I like to add that at the bottom, just to kind of give ChatGPT some information on how long we actually want the script, everything. Now, quick tip, if you guys put here on, if you put it on deep search, that's gonna where you gonna get the best script possible, because then it's actually gonna deep search the information you have in your video. So here we have it. Everybody's seen the cowboy movie version, clean streets, clean hats, a quick duel at the noon. Very good. So number one, the whipping post that didn't need a judge, right? Number two, so this is crazy. How many do we actually have? What was the video topic now? I forgot that already. But this is crazy how good it is. and how fast you can actually write a script. So we don't have a specific number. That's not good. We could actually give it a specific number. So here it's number 3, number 4. So awesome. This is awesome. Like, you guys can pause this video and read through this script. It's never been easier to kind of get started with YouTube automation. What we can now also do, if we see the script is too short, right? What we can do is we can kind of take this, right, and let ChatGPT actually expand that for us to make it a bit longer. All right. Number 6, number 7, the stocks when punishment became a town hobby, the jail that was basically a cage in the street. Awesome. All right. So we're not going to go through everything here. But the next thing we need to do is we need to create a voiceover. All right. The voiceover we can create with 11 Labs, right? But I always say 11 Labs has kind of come to an end because we have Gen AI Pro right now, right? Now we have multiple accounts for the people who don't know. Actually, my brother's running channels, I'm running channels, my sister is running channels. So we're all having different accounts, right? But let's say, for example, I just want to, let's say just as an example very quickly here. So now we have Gen AI. So here we can get, for example, 250 credits for only $8, right? Now, why I said we have different accounts, because we usually just use one account for everything, because we use very similar voices and it's just way easier. But I'll link this down below in the video description for you guys. So once you have bought this for like $8, you just literally come here to Labs, right? You take the script, boom. Here we have the script. It likes us to continue. You can just say continue until we have our 4,000 words. So let's just copy this one. So we would normally copy the whole script, but then we come here to Gen AI Pro. We just paste it into there. What you can do here, right, is you can choose a voice, like literally any voice you want to. So you can literally go through all of these voices and choose a voice. Have a listen. Like, these voices are really good.
In a world of noise, true authority whispers, I am
in the middle of every day.
Los edificios.
What we would usually do is we would choose a voice that's very similar to, you guys don't even hear the voice, but a voice that's very similar to this kind of voice. Now, one thing that I like more about ChatGPT, not ChatGPT, 11 Labs, is you want to use a voice that hasn't been used too many times, and you can also create your own voices on ChatGPT, right? Which is awesome. But I always want to use a similar voice to our competitor channel.
Everybody's seen a cow.
So it's an old man, right? So then we can go to filters, male, old, and apply filters. Now we'll have all the voices. Let's see.
Once upon a time, an unlikely...
Here we have one, just as an example. So let's say, for example, we want to use this voice. Which one was it? This one. Boom. And we just click there. You can usually heart it. And then we just create voice. Boom. Now it's actually generating the voice for us, as you guys will see here now. So it's still generating. Sometimes this takes a little bit longer, but then we have our voiceover done as well. Like I said, I'll link it down below so you guys can easily use it. One tip though for Gen AI Pro, it's very cheap, but it has its glitches, all right? So sometimes you'll have to wait a bit for the voiceover to get done. Seems to me that now is the time where we have to wait, and sometimes is a little bit overloaded, all right? Maybe it's gonna be done a bit later. Now for the video editing, this is the only task I would not recommend you guys to use AI for. Why? Because AI is just not on the level yet where it can fully create a complete video for you, all right? I'd highly recommend to hire a video editor. I mean, for a video like this, you're gonna pay like $20, $25, maybe even $15 for a video like this, right? Depending on how much you do, what kind of editors you hire. Videos are extremely simple, right? You can also create a video like this yourself. If you don't know with the images, what you can do, amazing trick, we use that all of the time. So let's say, for example, I would use just this one. Then I'll just ask ChatGPT, can you tell me search terms for Google to find images that fit the script, right? And I'll just put it like this, give it to ChatGPT, and now ChatGPT is actually going to give me Google search terms to search for. Here it's done. We'll have a listen to it now. So boom, Then we just search for this, and here we grab all of the images from that we then use in our videos. So as you guys can see here, right? Very simple, very, very simple to create a channel like that. Let's take a listen at the voiceover.
Everybody's seen the cowboy movie version. Clean streets,
Amazing.
clean hat,
Amazing, amazing.
a quick duel at noon, and justice tied up in a neat...
Man, I might even start a channel like this. This is too easy. Then for the thumbnail creation, I'd highly recommend you guys to, like, there is a prompt for thumbnail generation, right? I've shown this prompt on this channel once already, but I highly recommend you guys to kind of either hire a thumbnail designer or just create a thumbnail yourself. So when it comes to this channel though, right, we might be able to create a thumbnail, but sometimes ChatGPT doesn't create these kind of thumbnails. But yeah, let's still do it. All right, boom. We'll just try it out. We'll just put it inside here. You see here, it's giving us all of these search terms, which is amazing. Pretend you are a professional YouTube thumbnail designer. Write me a prompt to copy this exact style of thumbnails. And then we just put the topic inside there. So we just need to go for the topic. Boom. There we have it. Put the topic inside here. Boom. And then just get a screenshot of the most popular channels. Boom. Videos like that. Then we put it inside here. Sometimes it messes it up. ChatGPT as a thumbnail designer, or as a thumbnail or as an image generator, but it can still work very well. All right. So let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Okay, your top button, blah, blah. Let's see what it does. Like I said, ChatGPT is probably not the best image generator, but it can also do its thing very often. So let's see. Rules, minimal text, 0 to 3 words max, text options. Usually I would tell it like, hey, don't put any text, because text is like always a thing that we can just enter manually, because in most cases, like, we can add a font that fits or something that fits, you know. So let's see what it does. Now it's generating the image. I'll get you guys back once the image is generated, or while it's generating. Just very quickly again, if you're interested in working close with me, check out the first link in the video description. Let me help you make your first $1,000 with YouTube, or even if you're running a channel already, take you from $200 to $400 a day, like we did with our students. Yeah, check out the first link in the video description. The call will be with me, so there won't be a salesperson or anything. I will literally just sit there, have a look if I can help you or not. All right, then let's wait for this to continue. I'll get you guys back in a second. All right, so here's the thumbnail. It's not the best for me. Like, I don't like it too much. But what the best case scenario, what you can do, right, for the thumbnails is look on Google and look for extreme images. All right, and rather use that. This is okay, and you could work with it, but you can also make it way better, right? So as I've said, like, doing thumbnails with ChatGPT is not the best way, but you can obviously always try it and play around with it. With that being said, I hope you guys learned something in this video, and I hope you guys now know how to kind of clone channels with AI. Just make sure that you don't do it one-on-one, okay? Then I'll see you guys in the next video, and make sure to book your call if you're interested in scaling up your channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.